Hi, good morning. I'm Evan Grace Sansa and I'm here at University of Mindanao. As what you have seen, there are a lot of students here at my back. And as we know that UM is a non-sectarian institution and there are a lot of students here who are diverse with different backgrounds, races, cultures, and beliefs. When we say diverse, of course, you have their differences, and right now we're going to know about their preferences and reaction in terms of proxemics, what we call space. Perceptions of space or distance during interaction are molded and patterned by culture. Thus, the use of space to communicate is an important dimension in intercultural communication. The specific study for this is called proxemics, or the ways of relating to space and territory in interpersonal relationships across cultures. In the study of proxemics, cultures differ in the general degree of personal and body space that its members tend to exhibit. To help this out, we have two correspondents, Sweet and Griselda, to interview students, faculty, and staff to know their preferences and reactions about space. Please watch this. Hi!
Hello everyone.
Good
I'm
morning.
Griselda,
I am Citrus Gonzaga.
and we're here. As you can see, we have a lot of students here. We are here to interview different people in this institution about the preferred or their preference about space.
Okay, let's go!
So we're here and we have Hattie Grace S. Rabbit, an education student. So we're going to interview her about her preferences about space.
So, Miss Rabbit, what is your preferences in spacing, especially when you are talking with someone or strangers or in a friend?
If I think if strangers, too far from me. If a friend, I think we have a social culture na we have the understanding, so we have the eye-to-eye contact, so that I like to her or him to be a personal space.
Ito dapat goal layo man good sa ma-misinterpret sa uban ba mali ang pagtungog nya ang duha dili ko na sinabtanay kay wala yan layo lagi siya. Gusto ka dapat
preference in communication in terms of spacing would be normal space lang, wherein siguro okay lang if 2 meters away from me or a meter away, depende kung unsa ang istoryahan. If too personal, siguro intimate, pero kung in terms of verbal communication na normal lang na communication, siguro a meter okay, a meter would do.
Another indicator of space is touch. Usually, touch forms a basic part of human interaction and space. The field which concerns touch is called haptics, or the study of touching in the process of communication or the means by which people communicate by touching. Examples of haptics are the use of handshake, embrace, or kiss in greeting. But the preference for these types of greeting is different according to culture.
About touching, I think that's okay if you have a relationship for a very long time already. Take for instance, you're a long time friend, probably you're close to each other, or a best friend, something like that. However, if you just know each other, you just met, and then right then and there, the person is going to touch you, to pat on your back, just to show his concern about you. I think that's something that you need to be watchful, you need to be mindful about. Probably there are different messages behind the touching, so you have to be very careful. So I think it's allowable if you're a long time friend, you're a close friend, but if you just knew each other, you just met for the first time, then it's going to touch your back, to pat your back, something like that, or maybe hold your hand intently, deliberately. So I think that's something that is questionable, something that should be avoided. Probably you're the one that your hand is being moved by your new friend, probably the best thing you can do is to avoid.
Makuratan ko or something kanang mo shock for in a way na murag mo sagpaan ako pinakalit kay di for dili man gud sa to normal ana na mo kwan sa tog kalit nga lain niya na strangers kay sa to ba.
Of the study of proxemics is the protection and defense of a particular spatial area known as territoriality. Territoriality is customarily evident in a set of behaviors that people display to indicate that they own or have the right to control the use of a particular geographical area. For example, territoriality is reflected in body space and posture during the process of intercultural communication. A very close body distance to a person may be a person who is used to keeping a certain physical distance in conversation. He may feel threatened. Conversely, if an individual keeps the same distance with a person who is used to physically close interaction, physical distance may be interpreted as psychological distance. Those who are used to intimate personal space may view the attempt of being distant when talking or standing as uncomfortable or acts of unfriendliness, coldness, and lack of interest.